The Truth, Justice and Peace Committee, inaugurated in 2022, has concluded and submitted its report to the Anambra State government. The committee, chaired by the former Executive Secretary of the National Human Rights Commission, Professor Chidi Odinkalu, submitted its report to Governor Chukwuma Soludo at the government's house, Oka. Ejike Abana has details.
The terms of reference of the commission was to identify the remote and immediate causes of the agitations, restiveness, violence, and armed struggle in the Southeast since 1999, and to document victims and circumstances of death, brutality, and incarceration, identification of stakeholders and groups who have played critical roles in the agitations and conflicts, their roles, capabilities, and demands. Other terms of reference include addressing any other issues that may be germane to unraveling the extent of the crisis and charting the roadmap for the future and make recommendations for sustainable peace and security in Anambra State and the Southeast region. Presenting the report, Professor Odinkalu said that the committee gathered 422 evidences, interviewed 187 persons, 36 memoranda, and had 28 submissions from traditional rulers, 18 verbal submissions, among others, and noted that the commission discovered that land is central to understanding the crisis in Anambra State. Among other recommendations, Professor Odinkalu recommended that closure be given to late Barrister Barnabas Igwe and wife, who were killed some years ago, and that reports sitting on shelves be acted upon.
Emphasis on separatism without addressing cults, drugs, crime gangs, franchising of crime is a problem.
Receiving the report, Governor Soludo stated that such a commission can be taken zone by zone in Nigeria if the country is serious about tackling insecurity, highlighting the existential nature of insecurity threats, and assured that every aspect of the recommendations within the state powers would be executed, while presenting the document as the new framework for his administration to think on. Governor Soludo maintained that they will share aspects of the document with his colleagues in the Southeast and the National Security Infrastructure for action.
This, I can assure you, will become the new framework for us to think. The new framework for us to think. And the new framework for action.
The Secretary to the State Government, Professor Solochukwu, who recalled that in the past, the state was thrown into a period of agitation and violence, and that the committee was asked to come up with recommendations, said that the United Nations Development Partners, UNDP, also contributed to the work at the inception, adding that upon submission of its interim report, they recommended for the establishment of a bureau of missing persons. Recall that the announcement and subsequent inauguration of the committee was a follow-up to the outcome of the Peace Building and Security Dialogue, which was convened by Governor Soludo at the Professor Dora Akuni Women's Development Center, Oka, in 2022. The committee was given a period of 6 months from its inauguration to present its preliminary report. Last year, the committee submitted its inception and diagnostic report, after which the governor gave them a time extension for the submission of the final report. The head of service, Barrister Theodora Igwebwe, other members of the Anambra Executive Council, the secretary of the committee, Ambassador Bianca Ojukwu, and other members of the commission were present at the event. Ejike Abana, ABS News.